Good evening, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could be with us this Monday evening, the 1st of November. Hope you had fun with all the Halloween shenanigans. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to help you become the best version of yourself. And we do that by teaching you how to currency trade with our super accurate getting a little note here with our super accurate proprietary trading tools, and we supplement that with our best in the business one-on-one personalized training, which we think is the only way to effectively currency trade. During this trade, I am going to, we've got a dozen different signals that are available to trade with. And when you get into coaching, we go over the various signals and find one that kind of matches your personality and preferences and develop a trade plan around it. When you start, if you're in the light program, we focus on a simpler signal that allows you to trade a little bit more, and then we keep adding to it to increase the complexity a little bit. But even with the additional complexity, the signals are very easy and understandable. If you can basically see lines going up and lines going down, you're going to be able to do this successfully. Currency trading has changed my life. I wish I learned about it 30 years ago, but you got to start where you're at and proceed from there. I've been trading a little little under 3 years. So with that, let us get started, and we need to listen to this guy. So what did I do with him? Where did he go? Where did he go? Did I put him over here? All right, so we're going to have to go through each of these one by one. I thought I had them all set up, and I did. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. Like to have everything queued up when we start.
State regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
I love trading. It has been the best thing that's happened to me. One of the many things that's great about our program is we do live trades like this. If you are in the light program, you get access to the schedule above. If you are a regular member, you've got access to the trades below. Until you are consistently doing 10 pips a day on your own, you should attend as many of these as you can. You will learn things by watching good traders. And everybody who does these sessions are good traders. And everybody's got a little bit different style. So if you watch them, you can pick things up. People who do the AIT do stuff different than I do. There's more than kind of one way to skin a cat. And that's another thing that makes this great. So in the beginning, you have got somebody with you that you can mimic trades from and get feedback from. So with that, I like to trade off of a trade routine. I check before we get started to make sure everything is live and connected, both the green chart and the MetaTrader 4. Good habit, not just in trading, but in life, is to kind of, at the end of the day, do a little post audit to see what could have gone better and what you could have tweaked to do better. Same holds true in currency trading. We want to find out the trades that didn't do what we wanted, what we might have done wrong, and put it into our little tool bag so that we know the exception to the rule when it comes up. If you're trading on a longer term chart like I am, it's good to just take a screenshot, and then you can go back to the exact spot and see what you were looking at, and you can give that to a coach or me, and we can do a little bit of a analysis. And sometimes you just don't understand something or miss something, and when somebody's looking at what you're looking at, say, "Oh, no, you can't do this here." So it's very good. As we are technical traders, and what that means is that we are trading based on price action movement, and that's one of the things that our tools are very good at, predicting what's going to happen. However, news also impacts currency, and we want to know what that news is so that we can trade around it. Best place I know to figure that out is to go to forexfactory.com. Forex Factory breaks news down into yellow, which is low impact, red, which is high impact, and orange, which we don't see any here, down here, is medium impact. Basically, I am looking for red items, and I want to trade around those red items. And for me, I'd like to be out of the trade 2 hours beforehand, so I'm not getting caught in that jump. And you can jump back in maybe 30 minutes after the news is done what it's going to do. So tonight we've got there's some Australian news coming up at 11:30. It is 6:30, so we've got 5 hours from now. So any trade that we are going to take should be closed within 3 hours. I'm trading on a 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart usually will close between 1 and 3 hours. So we should be okay, but we'll take that into consideration when we trade. So now let's get to the meat and potatoes, which is the green chart. And this is a chart that everyone should have. It is the light major 6. I call it a composite chart because it's showing 6 different currency pairs. This first chart is primarily all U.S. Pairs on a 1 hour candle. I start with the middle chart here and that begins my analysis. Basically, I'm looking. The red and green lines, as many of you know, are the majors. The black and gray lines are the minors. And basically, I'm looking for situations where the lines are starting below the red line, which is the oversold line, or starting above the blue line, which is the overbought line. When we are oversold, that is a buy opportunity. When we are overbought, that's a sell opportunity. And here we have a nice signal right here, but the problem is it has already moved and it's halfway through the channel. I don't like to take a trade when it's halfway through the channel because I don't know how much more there is to gain. I'd like to catch it on this side of the channel if I can, on the red side, and then ride it all the way up. In fact, if we caught this, it would have been good for, how many pips is this? 7.5 pips, maybe 8 pips. So If we don't have this first signal, if we don't have this first signal, we're going to pass. How do I? Euro USD. Why this thing is bugging me now? Overbought. I'm looking for all the lines to be going down. We don't have that here. We got the majors going down, but they're kind of going sideways. Minors have already gone through the channel and are coming back. So we're going to pass. Pound USD. We are almost through the channel, so we're going to pass. Gosh darn. How do I? There we go. That's what I wanted. USD Canadian dollar. We're in the middle of the channel. I wouldn't trade this now because both these markets are off market. I want to have at least one pair where it's morning time in that market. So we're not going to do anything here. The USD CHF off time for both of these. USD yen. We were oversold. Everybody's going up, and we are just a little bit over halfway. I like this signal. Had we been able to catch on to this right here, this would have been nice. All tight, all clustered, and nice steepness to the green line. But as we're more than halfway, I'm going to pass on it. So let's go to our next group. And basically, what I've done is I've taken this chart and I've cloned it, and then renamed the new chart 6 Major 2, and that has a group of new pairs on it. Let's see here. All right. Pound, euro pound. It's off market for both, so we're going to pass. Australian dollar yen. So this is morning time for both of these guys. Again, we've missed this move. Both the AUD and the yen are seem to have a little zip behind them, but my rule is if it's more than halfway, I'm not gonna take it. Euro CAD, it's non-morning for both of these times. AUD NZD, we are through the channel, or the majors are through the channel, and still going up. Pound yen, we're in the middle of the channel, more than halfway, so we're going to pass. Euro AUD, minors are sideways, majors are sideways, minors are up. We're in the middle of the channel, we're going to pass. So now we'll go to the next pair. When you have a little yellow chevron, hit that to bring it current. Canadian dollar yen, oversold. Everybody's going up. And we have the double cross where the green has come over and the grays come over. And we have all the lines nice and tight. So that's like a little extra bonus. So I've got 3 points here. Point number 1 is we're oversold. Point number 2 is everybody's going up. Point number 3 is green has crossed over the red and gray has crossed over the black. So when I have 3 points here, I am going to go up to my TNTs and count how many lines are consistent with what I'm seeing here. Orange line's going up, thin orange, thick orange is going up. So that's 2. And I want a minimum of 3. The blue lines are inversely related. So what that means is when blue is coming down, that means buy. So the thick blue is coming down. So 3 of the 4 are telling me buy. I need a minimum of 3 out of 4. So now I'm going to go to the bottom part of the chart and see what the pressure is telling me. And each of these charts or sections of the chart are measuring something a little bit different. When I can get them all to line up, I have a good trade. Or I've got the highest probability of the trade doing what I expect it to do. And that's what I want. And if I can do that 2 or 3 times a day, I'm going to be doing very well for myself. Here, we've got down pressure. It's starting to go sideways. So I don't have a point. I either want these lines going up or I want the green line on top. And the green line is about to go on top, but it's not quite there yet. And I have, in my 3 years of trading, I have figured out not to second guess what's going on or anticipate guess what's going on. Oh, it's going to cross in a minute. I get burned more often than not when I do that, so I don't do it anymore. If it's crossed, it's good. If it's not, so if I leave a few pips on the table, I'm okay with that. I'd rather have more winning trades. Euro NZD, we're in the middle of the channel. A pound NZD, we're in the middle of the channel, more than halfway. NZD yen, oversold. Everybody's going up, and I've got the double cross. Actually, the one cross is way back here, but everybody's going up. The gray line's on top. I don't care as much if the gray and black line are more than halfway. I'm interested in what the majors are doing. So the majors are just entering the channel. So we got 3 points here. This isn't quite as tight clustered as this, but it's okay. 2 orange lines going up, thick blue coming down. So 3 of the 4 here. I've got down pressure with green line. Green line has crossed over here. So I've got 1 point here, 3 points here, and 3 points here. So I've got 7 points. I need a minimum of 7 points with points from each section, as I've said. So with that, I am going to, I need to do a little bit more analysis. So unlike the trade that we show you, if you're in the light program where it's, worth 3 pips, you see this and this, it's worth 3 pips. This trade takes a little bit more analysis. I need to figure out how many pips it's worth. So I need to know where the support and resistance is and what the trend is to help me figure that out. So to do that, I am going to open up a new chart. This is a chart that just has candles on it. So I am going to take the, let me just go back. What was the chart we had? I need to write it down because my memory stinks. So NZD-JPY. So let's do NZD-JPY. NZD-JPY. All right, so here are the candles. So now I am going to scrunch it up a little bit. So support and resistance is where we are taking a look at where the candles seem to naturally stop. And because the candles naturally stop there, we want to know where those spots are, because if we're taking a trade and we're trading through it, it will we'll have a harder time because the candle will stop at that line. All right, so it seems to stop right in here, right in here, right in here, in here, over here. I'm going to try to put a couple lines above. So right here, put a line below. This is a little bit of an art to figure these out. Right in here, over here, here. And I guess I'll drop one up on the top. So now up until about a week ago, or actually maybe 2 weeks ago, the 14th, it seems, we had a big uptrend, very steep uptrend. This last week or 2 weeks, it's been, let's actually put one more in here. Came down 3 days, went up 3 days, came down 3 days. So it's kind of trading in these three channels here. I'm going to pull it back out. So we don't really have what I would consider a good trend right now. This trend is over, and then it's stalled out here. Now, when I pull it out, I want to know how many pips I have. I want to know how many pips I have to the different support and resistance lines. So going up, which is what I would be trading, I've got about 24 pips. You can see it up here. 24 pips to up there, and about 14 pips coming down. So 24 pips up. We're trading buy. So I'm not going to take more than 24 pips. Now, to figure out if I want to take this trade, I want to look at a chart that has different time periods on it. So I'm going to take my Euro USD chart, and I am going to make it into an NZD JPY. So here's the signal we originally looked at off the 1 hour chart. What I'd like to see is on the 2 hour chart, I want to see all the lines down below the red line, and the same on the 4 hour chart. I don't necessarily care if they're going up, but I want to see them below. And the reason I want to see them below is if for some reason this changes, if the lines are down here, when we're oversold, eventually it's going to go up. It's going to go to the overbought spot. So this kind of gives me increased confidence that if this happens to change, it will still eventually go up. It'll just take a little bit longer. So on the 4 hour chart, I'm not quite as happy because we're still going down. We have up pressure, but it's weak up pressure on the red lines on top. Here we've got sideways pressure. Sideways pressure tends to indicate retracement. Retracement would mean that we might go, the current candle is going to retrace one of the previous candles, so maybe it's going to go up to here. So if it goes up to there, we're talking about 14 pips if it retraces all the way. I glance at the day chart, but I don't really take too much of it into consideration. We do have up pressure here, and this duck bill that you see, the shape here, usually tends to mean that there's going to be more upcoming. So I don't take that as much into consideration, but I do like it. So let's see. Let's go ahead and take a buy for 10 pips. 10 pips is going to put us, it's going to put us right about to the bottom of here. Like this little cluster here. If I were to draw in another line. And let's see, edit, I'm going to make him blue. You know, if we were to come up right to where it seemed to bounce here, we should easily get 10 pips. So let's go ahead and take a 10 pip buy on the NZD JPY. So we're going to open up our MetaTrader 4. We are going to open up the chart NZD JPY, and I don't have that chart open, so I'm going to go to File, new chart, and I'm going to look for NZD JPY. It's not in the top group. It's not in that second group. It should be somewhere in here, and here it is. Going to convert it to the 1 hour chart so that it's what I was looking at before. So I'm going to go to the second row, go to new order. I'm going to check my volume. My volume to keep a good margin percentage. You should go over 4 spots. So I'm going to take a lot size of 1.1, and I can take 2 trades at that lot size and keep my margin okay. I'm not going to worry about the stop loss and the take profit right now. I just want to get the market execution in. So I'm going to click buy market. It records the trade, the trade down below. If I click anywhere along the right click anywhere along along it, it brings up this menu. I'm going to go to modify. We said 10 pips. I'm going to put 11 pips in there actually, because it's pulled down a little bit while we were talking. And we're going to use a 3-to-1. So we're going to put 300 points, which is 30 pips. If I click the red button, it does the math, and I add that in. And what happens here? This isn't right. Oh, let's go back, modify. It should be 110. There we go. Modify. So it puts it up there. And we're good. So we've got a take prop. We've got a sell. Oh, excuse me. We've got a buy on the NZD JPY. Take profit is 81,993. 81,993. Stop loss is 81,587. 81,587. We've got about 1 minute left. I'm going to see if we can find a quick thick orange line trade. So I'm going to go back to my initial chart, thick orange. So this is a different trade. So I'm looking for situations right before the top of the hour. And we got 40 seconds left. So I'm going to go real fast where this number is either 10 or 0. So no, this is close to 0. It's within 1 of 0, so this is okay. When I see this at 0, I want to see all 4 of these lines down here. I don't. I have 10 here, so that's good, but I want all my lines on my majors and minors to confirm it. I want them up here. They're not. No, not close enough. Let's go to the next one. No. Yes, lines aren't up enough. Let's go to the next one. Wait a minute. Let's go back a second. See what it was a minute ago. 5. 3, 3, 9. Yes. Lines aren't up high enough. Nothing. Let's go look at the next one. Going forward, but I'm pulling the chart back to the previous hour and seeing where the lines are. So 5, 5, 5, 6, 10 is a yes, but my lines are down here. 6 is a no, and we'll go to the last one. You can still take it a minute. Some people actually wait till the chart the candle clicks. So no. Oh, close. Ooh, this one looks interesting. Let's go ahead and take a sell, a 5 pip sell on the 330 USD. 330 USD, a 5 pip sell. So I'm going to go to File, New Chart, and this one is one of the indices. So 5, what was it? US. What was it? Gonna write it down. U30 USD. U30 USD. So File, New Chart, Indices, U30 USD, and we are going to take a 5 pip sell. So I'm going to go to New Order on the second row here. So I'm going to just make it so that we're looking at the same thing. New Order. And this is closed right now because this is tied to a Wall Street index. Wall Street index isn't trading right now. So this market, the market that this indice is targeted to, is closed. So let's. Oops, if you can mute yourself, that'd be great. All right, so we didn't get that second trade, but we did get one trade. Let's go back to it. We've got a buy on the NZD JPY for 11 pips with a take profit of 81.993 and a stop loss at 81.587. And we will reconvene tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. and take another trade. And by that time, this trade should have closed. And the trade that I sent out to you this evening should have also closed on the Euro USD, which was a buy. All right, great, everybody. Thanks for being here. We will see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye. Oh, wait, we got some questions. I did send out the trade. I sent it out a little. Yeah.
I didn't get it. The email, the trade.
Check your spam. I will double check and see. Maybe I didn't hit the send button. I will double check it as soon as we hang up here. Sometimes I forget to hit the send button, so I'll check it out.
Did you say that trade closed?
Pardon?
Did you say that Euro trade closed already?
No, it hasn't closed. Still open.
Right.
Still
okay,
open.
I'm sorry, mine didn't get it. That's what I was.
Yeah.
I only got the text message on mine. I didn't get you.
All right, I got it. I got it. You didn't get it, so I'm going to go check it out. When you don't get it, you can always go to Forex Smart Trade /results, and it's posted there. And the time I'm posting it is there. So it's always there. But I'm going to check. I might have, maybe I missed hitting the send key. So I'm going to double check that right now. All right, gang. Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow.